Texas Tech Raiders are one of many loaded teams that we have on FloBaseball here at the beginning of the season. Who are some of the guys who jump off the page to you with the Red Raiders?
Well, I mean, look, yeah, you're right. If Texas Tech isn't the best team in college baseball, they're absolutely top three. And frankly, they may have the deepest roster in college baseball. They go 2 to 3 deep at basically every position. So, for me to come up with a couple of guys off the top of my head that stick out, I could pick anybody. So, no disrespect to anybody that I don't say here, but like Cal Conley is a guy who's going to be replacing Brian Klein. Basically, is that key cog up the middle. Klein was playing second, Conley short last year. It was a great middle infield. One of the top middle infields in the country. Klein is gone. You expect Cal to step in and kind of provide that leadership for the team and obviously play some great shortstop. And two, when you look at their lineup, it's so balanced. It's not like it's a lineup full of just like big league chew caricatures. It's not a lineup full of just, slappers that can run. They got a great balance of both. So Conley is an example of a guy, great athleticism, great speed. Dylan Noisy is another guy, no pun intended, who made a lot of noise when we had them in Round Rock last year. Pretty good, right?
I got it, yeah.
And that's right up the middle of their defense. I mean, you're talking about Conley at short and then, Noisy in center field. They also have power guys. I mean, not Nate Rombach.
Absolutely.
He hit a ball last year in Round Rock that I think it might still be going. I don't know. I couldn't confirm or deny that the ball ever came down. It was an absolute I'm speechless now, still thinking about it. He's a guy that hit 6 home runs, 27 RBI a year ago. And you're talking about a season that lasted about 5 minutes. So those are incredibly impressive numbers. Not to mention Jace Young, who, he gets to hit reset on his freshman year after hitting 4 dingers last year. That's a guy who was one of the most highly touted freshmen in the country coming to Tech. So that's in the lineup. And we hadn't even talked about Micah Dallas yet, who is, absolute stud.
Yeah,
Struck out 23. Is that right? Check my numbers.
23 in 15, almost 16 innings last year.
Walked one. Struck out 23, walked one, and 15 and 2/3.
That's not bad.
No, that's the ace you want at the top of your rotation. They have that covered. They're loaded, dude. They're loaded. Tim Tadlock is one of my favorite guys in college baseball, and he's a phenomenal head coach. And what he's done at Tech, making them a perennial contender, he's been the talk of the college baseball world for a minute. So this is not news, but what they've done is remarkable, frankly, in Lubbock. The only question mark I really have with Tech is just after Dallas.
Yep.
And that's Mason Montgomery, Hunter Dobbins. They're both really nice players, and we're projecting off of a small sample size from last year, but I think it's safe to assume that they're both going to be good at the 2 and the 3 spot after Micah Dallas. And if they are, I don't know what you do with Tech. And they got to replace Big John McMillan out of the bullpen. That's another he was one of my favorite players last year, a guy that'll touch high 90s and a guy that can just he come in for multiple innings and lock it down. He's not just a 1-inning closer. And then I already mentioned you got to replace the leadership and intangibles of a Brian Klein. But again, they're a veteran ball club, and they're well positioned to do that. And at this point, I'm being real picky trying to find some questions. Tech could go 3-0 despite the quality of the field at the showdown, and they're a team that I expect to see in Omaha.
Absolutely.